And the Bills.
They should be. And the reason why I say they should be is because there's not a more talented roster in the NFL than the Baltimore Ravens. And we understand that it's been injury that's decimated them. It's been things that unforeseen circumstances that hold them back. But when you look at who they have, what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to play at on a week-to-week consistent basis, the Baltimore Ravens is supposed to be a skip and a jump and a hop to the Super Bowl. That hasn't necessarily been the case. Now, what we've seen last night, okay, cool. That gives us hope. But can they keep putting it together versus quality opponents, and can they get their swagger back? That's what it comes to.
It's supposed to be mattered. I'd have been at Auburn and won a Heisman Trophy.
My goodness.
That's what I was supposed to be when I was the 10-year-old quarterback in Little League. It don't matter that. I stopped growing at 5'11", and I couldn't run faster than 4'5". That changed all that for me. And so when you look at the Baltimore Ravens, that was the team that we thought was coming into this season. But no, they aren't as talented as the Kansas City Chiefs. Not the Kansas City Chiefs with Hollywood Brown, not the Kansas City Chiefs with Rashee Rice, not the Kansas City Chiefs with Isaiah Pacheco, not the Kansas City Chiefs with the resurgent Travis Kelce, with the Brashard Smith on the offensive side of the football that's emerging, with Pacheco, with Kareem Hunt. No, absolutely, they aren't more talented than that team. A team with Bolton and Chenal and also Tranquil at the linebacker positions, Jayden Hicks ascending, Kamari Connors ascending. That's not a better team than that. Trent McDuffie, they don't have a player on defense at the cornerback position better than Trent McDuffie. They're not more talented. They're also not more talented than the coach right now, not more talented than the Patriots right now, not more talented than the Broncos right now. You only don't mention them. You only don't mention them with the Baltimore Ravens because of the quarterback. Yes, the Broncos. They are not a more talented team because you got to play defense too, Joe. Got to play defense too. Patrick Surtain, even though he's on IR or he's out for a few weeks with the pec, they don't have a player that good at the cornerback position. And so to me, the Baltimore Ravens have to show us more. We can't live off the past or what we thought this team was going to be this year. Right now, this is a 3-5 team. This is a team that only had one win with Lamar Jackson playing at a Super Bowl MVP level. Alohi Gilman, that acquisition has changed who they are defensively. They've been different defensively in the last 3 weeks, but we got to see it. No, they're not the same type of threat as the Kansas City Chiefs or even Buffalo Bills, who I don't think are a threat either.
Jair Alexander, Nate Wiggins,
Jair Alexander does not play.
Roquan
Smith has played better the last 2 weeks.
The better? Like, you're just riddling off names. Like, the Baltimore Ravens just are not able to compete with anybody.
History doesn't win you a championship.
Say less.
I appreciate the passion. It's very, very nice. Eloquently stated. It's really, really touching. Same energy when it comes to bringing up the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that
is not what this is about.
I understand that. I'm just talking about your energy. No, what this is about. I'm saying your energy, what you giving off. So you want to ignore the past when you want to ignore the past, and you want to pick up on the past when you want to pick up on the past. I'm challenging R.C. Willy Wonka. No. You understand what I'm saying? To be consistent. I'm saying to you that, excuse me,
you're looking at getting the golden chocolate bar.
The golden chocolate bar is nutty, buddy.
Let me say this,
wow.
RC. Let me say this, RC. What are we going to do when it comes to the Baltimore Ravens since week 6? Since week 6, they've only been giving up 13 points, okay? 315 yards. There's been damn near 100-yard reduction in the yards allowed by their defense. And they went from giving up 35 points to giving up 13 points. Not count Miami. What about the Bears? What about the Rams? Mm-hmm. That's what they've done over the last 3 weeks. Do we get to a point where we're able to say, because of their pedigree, because of their history, because of their coach, because of the personnel, that they may have found a way to right the ship? If you're telling me about Kansas City, no problem, because Spagnuolo and those boys never fell off the wagon defensively. I got that part. And we see what they're doing offensively now that Patrick Mahomes obviously has all his horses in tow. Got it. But anybody else in the AFC, anybody else, why can't we sit up there and look at the Baltimore Ravens?
So you think the Baltimore Ravens are better than the Indianapolis Colts right now?
I did not know.
Right now, I
got Indianapolis as the best team.
Bold and underlined.
I got Indianapolis as the best team. But I do get to look at Daniel Jones and say, I got to see it to believe it when it counts.
I agree with that.
I damn sure got to do that. And I look at Drake May. It's your second year. I appreciate Vrabel and the whole nine. But we've seen his teams collapse in the playoffs too now. So we got to pay attention to that. We're looking at Buffalo. We're talking about how Josh Allen is bereft of the necessary weapons in order to be effective. So they limited to what they got. They don't look the same. I get to look at the Chargers they add. I get to look at the AFC South. And even though Indy, like we said, is formidable, Jonathan Taylor is who we looking at more so than anybody else right now. Because we want Daniel Jones throwing the ball.
You gotta make him throw it.
You gotta make him throw it.
But this year under pressure, he's been the best quarterback.
I totally agree. But the point that I'm making is, what have we just been saying about Jared Goff? Great. But how you doing in the playoffs?
Right.
Do it when it matters.
How do you think Daniel Jones gonna do in the playoffs? Because we ain't been there.
See,
we ain't been there.
This is what makes me mad. Why you make me do this? Why do you make me do this?
Do what?
Because I don't want to do this.
Go ahead.
Because he's one of my favorite players.
Go ahead and do it.
What has Lamar Jackson done in the playoffs?
Okay.
Well, listen.
All right.
What has he done in the playoffs? We just said it wasn't on him that they lost last year. Now, Mark Andrews got to catch that pass.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right.
But
it was half on him.
You can't throw
the first half. There were two mistakes
Fair
that took a big hole.
Fair enough.
He brought them back into contention. When we had this conversation and say, Patrick Mahomes is a great individual when it comes to playing the game of football. That is a fact. We all can unanimously raise both of our hands and say that. Even Patrick Mahomes needs help. When you look at the Baltimore Ravens, sometimes it's been like, yo, Lamar, why isn't he able to win in the playoffs? It's because, hey, bro, when he does give you the time, the energy, and the effort to win football games, we still lose. Matter of fact, let's go back to week 1. When he was playing pristine football.
Not his fault.
I'm not saying it's never his fault.
Not his
I'm trying to literally say, hey, as Stephen A would say, it better not be you.
Don't be you. Don't let it be you.
Don't let it be you.
Don't let it be you.
Right.
But
Lamar,
that AFC Championship game, they were a 1 seed. They were at home. They rolled through Houston.
That's right.
The table
Totally.
was set. The defense held Kansas City to 17 points, and he had what? 3-4 turnovers.
Yeah. That holds
That's
against
just
them.
one game.
That holds
That's
against
just
them.
one
No.
game.
Listen, we hold that against them. Hell, we still hold against them how he looked against the Chargers in the playoffs.
No.
We all remember all of that. But we also know.
But this is the reason,
I don't know.
and this is the reason why I don't like doing it, because I believe he's great enough to change it.
Sure.
I believe Lamar
Agreed.
Jackson wins the Super Bowl. I think Lamar Jackson is one of the greatest players this game has ever seen. He has to get the ring for us to be able to speak about him in that way. But individually, he's shown us everything we need to see outside winning there. But it is about the supporting cast. Is this supporting cast good enough? We got to see it consistently.
but
you got to see this defense.
But you're forgetting the question I asked you. Forget Lamar Jackson.
Breaking news coming.
Forget Lamar Jackson. What about John Harbaugh and the ability? Do you believe in his ability defensively to turn around based on what we see the last 3 weeks?
They did it last year. They did it last year off the bye. They changed everything off the bye last year. They got to get a pass rush, though. Right now, they're not. Tua had all night last night. They couldn't do anything with it.